Hi guys, and welcome back to my drum show. And this is gonna be the first episode of what I'm about to call rudimental section. In these rudimental sections, we're gonna talk about, you guessed right, rudiments. And to dig into that, first we're gonna take a look at something called subdivisions. So in the latest episode of my drum show, I showed you my percussion gear. Another tambourine to play by hand, also to play more subdivisions. So, what's a subdivision? It all starts with the pulse. And all of these examples are going to be in the time signature of 4/4. So one bar or one measure is going up to 4, and then we start over from 1 again, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Alright. So for example, if we have the pulse 1, 2, 3, 4, we can play like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just play along with the pulse. That's one subdivision. It's called quarter notes because we play 4 beats over the pulse. And in this case we play exactly on the pulse, not faster and not slower. But you can do that, right? You can play both slower and you can play faster due to the pulse. Let's start with a whole note. So that would be one note on the 1 and then wait all the way to the 1 again, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Okay, move on to half notes, and then you play 2 notes in one measure. So that would be on the 1 and on the 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we move on to quarter notes, which I showed you before. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Eighth notes. That would be 8 hits in one bar. So double the pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Last one, 16th notes. So that's as fast as we're gonna go today. 16 hits in one bar in one measure, divided into 4 equal parts. Subdivisions. Divided. That's where it comes from. 16th notes sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Let me show something to you that's really important when you practice.
The metronome.
So, I'm gonna set this to 80 beats per minute. 80 BPM. That's how we measure time in music. So what I'm about to do now is play all the subdivisions that I showed you today, 2 bars of each, from whole notes all the way up to 16th notes. Here we go. And of course, if you want to, try to play along. 2, 3, 4. subdivisions is a little bit more clear to you now. That was all for today. See you next time.
Then we get here to bar 25 to 28. So I start with playing this F 2 times for the same reason. I don't want to repeat that C. So F, F, C, F. That just follows the chords C minor, F7. And then we get to B flat. And here I repeat the notes as well. B flat, B flat. And then we get to the B diminished, B natural diminished. So here I repeat the notes. I didn't have to repeat the notes here. I could go on those chords, but I want to keep this nice line going up. B flat, B, and then I get to C on that F chord. So there I go to the fifth of the F. And that's because I want to keep that nice chromatic bass line going up. Right, that's a very strong line. So we want to keep that. We don't want to obscure that by playing other notes. That keeps it very clear and nice. And in bar 29 to the end, yeah, we end up on that C note, the fifth of F to keep that line. But then in bar 30, I play that F again, just to make it really clear that we are on an F chord. It's not a C chord, it's an F chord. And the last two bars, yeah, just do that same trick again, the fifth and the root, and then we get to the end of the song. And I'll play that low F to really drive her home. Alright, so that was the first part in the Basslines school. We're gonna take this same song and we're gonna add stuff to this bass line. This is just the first part, the most basic way to play it. And we're gonna get into more advanced bass lines as we go along. So I hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time.
Today we're gonna do a very simple lick. It's number 9, and you blow. Sounds like this. And you can bend it a little bit. Let's try it with the backing track.
I sidste afsnit fløj de 3 aber til Australien i deres bil og spurgte fåret, hvor punktdyret kunne findes, men fåret gik bare sin vej. Nu sad de 3 aber og kedede sig meget, og i meget lang tid. Hvor de kedede sig. Jeg hører en meget langsom lyd. Den er så langsom, at man næsten ikke kan høre den, sagde den ene abe. Det kommer fra træet derhenne, sagde den anden abe og pegede mod nord-nordvest. Lad os køre derhen, sagde den tredje abe, og det gjorde de. Da de kom til træet, kiggede de op og så, at der var et meget langsomt dyr. Aberne spurgte dyret, er det dig, der er punktdyret? Jeg er en koalabjørn, og vi er punktdyr. Det var godt, sagde aberne og fortsatte. Vi har spurgt giraffen, hvad vi skulle finde på at lave, når vi ikke vidste, hvad vi skulle lave. Og giraffen sagde, at vi skulle spørge dig. Så her er vi. Hvad synes du, vi skal finde på? Hvis I ikke ved, hvad I skal lave, så kan I jo bare spille punk, svarede punktdyret. Punk, som de spillede i 70'erne, spurgte den ene abe. Punk, som de spillede i England, spurgte den anden abe. Og den tredje abe spurgte ikke om noget som helst. I kan spille punk, som man gør i dag, svarede punktdyret og fortsatte. I behøver bare at skaffe nogle instrumenter og være helt vilde. Men hvor får vi fat i instrumenterne, spurgte den tredje abe. Hvis I leder i skraldet uden for musikinstrumentfabrikken, så kan I finde alt det, I behøver. Helt gratis. De smider rigtig gode instrumenter ud, bare fordi de har en lille defekt. Men hvor finder vi musikinstrumentfabrikken, spurgte de. Finder de 3 aber instrumentfabrikken. Kig med. Onsdag den 19. august på HBS-WR.